Southwest Florida, welcome back to Lee Pitts Live here on Fox 4. We're on the Sanibel, Harbour, Princess Yacht, and we're cruising the Gulf of Mexico and a little bit up the Caloosahatchee River on a dinner cruise from the Marriott Resort Hotel. I think I got all of those things right. Got another one of the captains here who really looks like a captain in a Titanic captain way with the nice little, what do you call these, whiskers?
Sure, a little bit.
And you really look captain-ish.
Well, thank you very much, Lee, and it's a pleasure meeting you today. And actually this evening, we're sailing on a beautiful, beautiful evening. There are stars out. We see the Sanibel Lighthouse off to our left-hand side, and we see most of Fort Myers Beach on our right-hand side. And it's a beautiful evening. Most of our guests are enjoying a nice dinner. They're on our lower level. This is my 23rd year on the Sanibel Harbour Princess, and I retired last June. However, the resort has been kind enough to allow me to continue on for a couple of days a week, so I enjoy it a great deal.
That's great. What's your full name, Cap?
My name is Kevin Kewen.
You say you've been doing this for 23 years?
Correct, sir.
Actually driving this boat?
Correct, sir.
Right here in this area?
Right here in this area.
Wow, you met a lot of people over the years, haven't you?
That's a great point. As a matter of fact, sometimes people ask me, well, how can you do this for 23 years over the same territory day after day? But you know what? Every day is a little unique. We get to meet some great people, and if you focus on the things that don't come every day, for instance, the people, then it becomes a great experience every evening. Tonight we enjoyed a little sliver of the moon off our left-hand side, very romantic, and so every day is very interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting to hear.
Great spot.
Now, when you first started doing this, say 23 years ago, 24 years ago, did you ever think that you would be doing it that long?
Well, I hope so.
Okay, you enjoyed it from day one.
I enjoy the boat a great deal. I've been involved with boats all of my life. You know, our resort is really an exceptional place, and one of the reasons why it's where it is because of what we have on the outside. You know, we have a water environment. It's very, very beautiful, very nice for our guests. And our resort addresses the water in this way. You know, we don't have a golf course. We don't have some of the other amenities that some of the other resorts have. However, we do have something very exceptional, nothing like it.
Right.
And on this part of the Gulf of Mexico. So this is how we address our surroundings and our outdoors, and our guests enjoy it a great deal. And it has been our experience that if folks have a chance to come out on the boat, they really have a good feeling for this whole area, and that's what it's all about.
Well, we're on the Alphas of Southwest Florida's Black and Gold cruise. The Alphas are downstairs right now. We'll get some footage down there later, but they're down there dining with a fine full course meal, and we're on the second floor where we had the reception. It's a bar up here and it's a bar downstairs. So it's really a fantastic experience to come out on, whether it's a small group or a large group. You certainly want to book this cruise. What are some of the larger groups you've had? How many people can fit on this boat?
Well, the boat is licensed for 149 people. We would rather do 110 and not reach for that 149. I mean, it's nice to be able to accommodate a group of that size if they would like to come to us, but we'd like to have a little space on the boat. We like to walk around and enjoy the company of our guests, and if we have a little space and a little room and 110 folks will accommodate that. And you know, it's not just the larger groups that come here. I know the group that you're hosting today is a group of 27. We do a number of those, and we certainly put those folks in a place all of their own, so it's a nice, good feeling for any size group.
Right, it's great. Now, when you're up there driving the ship, you know, it's a lot more. I mean, it seems like calm waters out here. We in the Gulf of Mexico. It looks pretty, you know, no waves or anything,
Pretty
but it's
nice.
not as easy as it looks, right?
Well,
A lot of safety first stuff.
Safety first stuff, but we sail from a great spot, and let me explain. When the wind is normal, it's very, very nice to take the trip that we've taken today. We go outside in the Gulf of Mexico, cruise along the shoreline of Sanibel. During the daylight hours, we have a look at some of the homes along the way. It's really very, very nice. And now this part of the cruise is under the stars, and it's a great trip. Now, when the wind is out of the west, it's not quite as pleasant, and we've learned over the passage of some time that rough seas and dinner are not a great idea. So during those occasions, our resort is located right at the beginning of the Caloosahatchee River. If it's pretty boisterous out in the Gulf, why then we just go up the river, and we've had breezes that would affect folks if we were in the Gulf, but on the riverside we're nicely protected. People can enjoy the trip no matter what, and enjoy a nice dinner and not have to worry about feeling uncomfortable.
Now, I was listening to you somewhat when you were piloting the ship, and the other captain was here, and you were kind of explaining the surroundings to you, sort of like narrate what you're seeing. You have more narration to do in the daylight, but
we do.
You seem like you just noticed like the back of your hand now.
Well, exactly. I've been a resident in this area 42 years. My background is history and things of that nature. You know, this is a very romantic place to be. And so the history is very colorful and, you know, very, very nice. And, you know, we like to tell our guests a little bit about the area. And we think that if people go home and take a little bit of the feeling of this area with them, they want to come back. They're excited about being here, and they'll tell others, and you know, this is a good place to be.
So this particular type of cruise has been around for, were you a part of the beginning of this 24
Yes,
years
sir.
ago?
Exactly.
The hotel was built around that time, or it came a little bit after the hotel?
It came a little bit after the hotel. The hotel got very nicely organized about 28, 30 years ago, and the boat came along at 3 years, and yes, I've been with it.
You were
since
day
the beginning.
one?
Day one, you bet.
Amazing. Just amazing. Well, I tell you, Captain, it's been a pleasure having you here. We're going to get a chance to talk to some more people who are enjoying the cruise. It's great that we got a chance to bring Lee Fitz Live on Fox 4 out to this, and we're going to certainly come back and catch it in the daytime as well.
Well, I have some great news for you, Lee. I saw that one of our servers brought up a nice dinner for you. You're going to sample some excellent food, and you'll be able to tell some folks about it. And remember the trip because of the food. You know, a lot of dinner boats have good food, but not great food, because most of the fare is limited by the size of the galley and the variety of equipment that you have on board. All of our food is prepared by our banquet staff at the resort. They bring it on board, and our whole galley is involved with keeping hot food hot, cold food cold. So when we serve it, it's excellent. And in that way, we're not limited by our own equipment. We're limited only by our imagination, so we can come up with great menus and things of that sort.
Well, you'll be happy to know that I've already gotten a chance to try the chicken and the salmon, and I'm loving it already. And so everybody out there, it's like a real restaurant type food, just like you would get in the restaurant at the hotel, and it's top of the line. Certainly, you want to take advantage of making your reservations to get booked for this particular cruise, whether it's a small group or a large group. This is the place to be.
And wait till you try the beef tenderloin. It is superb, and it's something to remember, and it's what makes people want to come back.
Well, people may get to see you in person when they come on the show.
You bet, absolutely.
Tell this guy Lee Pitts sent you. We'll be right back with more Lee Pitts Live on Fox 4. We're documenting the black and gold cruise. As you can see, I got on my black and yellow, playing it off as gold, and gonna get some guys up here dressed the same way, and ladies as well. We'll fill up all the seats. I think we got about 30 minutes left out here on the water. We'll get some more conversation. We'll be right back.